Going on, Jerome's. So your Minnesota Vikings put another crooked number in the win column on Sunday against the crooked Chicago Bears. And now they got the largest test of the season thus far in taking on the allegedly 5-1 San Francisco 49ers. So the Niners completely wiped out a lot of survivor pools. They went into Cleveland and against Jim Schwartz and his tough-ass defense. They did not get it done. Now injuries to McCaffrey and Debo. Also Trent Williams got dinged up in that game, although he returned certainly didn't help. But I mean, Cleveland, without two of their star linemen, without Nick Chubb, without their starting quarterback, they still got it done. But tell me that the Vikings can't win this game. Okay. Even without Justin Jefferson, don't care. Brock Purdy looked absolutely average, and the Vikings going to whip somebody's ass. That's right, man. And the lines, well, the line opened at Vikings +7. So 7-point underdogs at home in prime time. You factor in 3 points for home value as well. And so basically, Vegas is saying that the Niners are 10-point favorites against the Vikings at a neutral site. Essentially what they're saying, right? But a lot of places don't even have the line up because they're waiting to see what happens with McCaffrey and what happens with Debo. But if you can get it at 7, I'd sprinkle a couple of jelly beans, again, for entertainment purposes only. And also, Daddy's going to be hitting the money line just a little bit too, because I believe, again, the whole thing about the Vikings is that they've been such a very weird team this year where should have beat the Bucs week 1. Yes, they gave it away now against the Eagles. Frankly, they should beat the Eagles on Thursday night, week 2. That is the truth. They had the Chargers right where they wanted them, then they let them off the hook. TJ Hawkinson, 2 minutes on the ball in the end zone, no big deal. And then the Chiefs game, we know about the Chiefs game. But the Vikings can't stop beating themselves, turning the ball over, drops and all that stuff. But the thing is, like, the Vikings are just like a clown fart away from winning multiple of these games. I mean, the Vikings should have beat both of the Super Bowl participating teams last year in the Eagles and the Chiefs. They should have beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers, despite a huge effort from Herbert, and they should beat the Bucs week 1. All right, so again, the Vikings are the weirdest 2-4 team ever because it's like they play up and down to their competition, where they barely beat the Panthers, who are 0-6. They barely beat the Bears, who are 1-5. That's whatever. But that's how the public is seeing the Vikings. They only see the Vikings at 2-4, and the Vikings barely beating the Panthers and the Bears. They don't factor in how the Vikings easily could have beat the Chiefs and the Eagles and the Chargers, etc. And it is a coulda, shoulda, woulda. But frankly, I think there's a lot of value there because I think that San Francisco 49ers are a little bit overvalued at this point. So the money line right now is +240. So to put that in layman's terms, if you bet $100, you get 240 back if and when the Vikings do win. 100 jelly beans. You get 240 jelly beans back. So basically break even would be the Vikings winning 29.41% of the time. Do you think the Vikings win 3 out of 10 games at home against the Niners? No, just like legitimately asking. Like, do you think that the Vikings are better than 30% to win at home against a banged-up Niners team, even without JJ? I think so. I think so. And again, entertainment purposes only with these jelly beans. But the factors here are obviously no Justin Jefferson. I think JJ is I think I saw this. I think JJ is worth a field goal in terms of handicapping. So would the Vikings have been 4.5 point dogs if JJ was healthy and active? Maybe. The Davenport injury, although it doesn't factor into the line per se, it does factor into how the defense is going to go about its business. The defense was much better when Davenport was healthy and getting after it alongside Daniil, who is kind of doing it himself at this point. Although Wanham's doing some good things. The McCaffrey and the Debo injuries are definitely noteworthy, where they didn't finish the Browns game, and if they're impacted, if they miss or are limited Monday night, I think that will total up to a big value because McCaffrey is a game and a line changer, as well as Debo is an All-Pro. He is what he is. Where I feel like if McCaffrey and Debo are ruled out, like I still obviously think that the Niners will be favored, but I mean that could go down to a field goal or less. Possibly, because I think the sharp money, once the Vikings and Niners final injury reports come out on Saturday, remember Saturday for a Monday game, I think that money could be piling in on the Vikings in this spot because, I mean, home dogs Monday night, relatively farewell. So we'll see. Plus, the Vikings U.S. Bank Stadium crowd is loud and proud, and hopefully it won't be all Niners like last time. like the Chiefs game. God, come on, man. And also the Trent Williams injury, where, I mean, Trent Williams did ding up his ankle, but he did return in that game, but he could be 60%, 70% of what he usually is. That's something that's going to factor in as well. And also, it's, again, Brock Purdy is heavily reliant on his playmakers, and that's not a knock against him. That's just the truth. And even though, yes, he did lead them on that game-winning field goal setup drive where the Niners kicker Jacob Moody ultimately missed, I mean, he was bad. He completed 44% of his passes, and you can't really blame that all on weather. And it's not like the offense necessarily changed. It was just he was off. And give credit to the Browns defense for sure, but Brock Purdy without McCaffrey and Debo is a whole nother quarterback than when he has them. And also when Trent Williams is at 100%. But, I mean, people are also going to factor in the Kirk Cousins Monday night thing, talk about his record. Blah, blah, blah. See, quarterback wins only matter when they want to throw a brick at Kirk Cousins. That's what happens, man. But I think that if McCaffrey and Debo are out, I still think that the Niners will be favored. So, I mean, if you can get it, get your jelly beans in now, because I will definitely take the Vikings with a touchdown, because the Vikings, like we said, have played teams tough this year. Again, they should have beat Philly, should have beat the Chiefs. It is what it is. And the Vikings, people complain, it's like, where's their blowout win this year? But where's their blowout loss? And that's what's so frustrating, is that the Vikings just gave away those 4 losses with turnovers and mental errors and mistakes and drops and everything like that. But I actually do think that the Vikings will rise up. I think that they'll rally up. Creed will take them higher, and this really is a shut up and take my jelly beans situation, because I'm all in, man. I think that the factors are lining up, even without Justin Jefferson. With an extra day of prep, hopefully Kevin O'Connell and company can get this ish together. But shock the world, little country girl, or at least cover the 7. I don't know. Either way, I'm good to go, baby. But that's it. Vikings open up as touchdown underdogs against the Niners for Monday Night Football. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.